at the new location as well. But I did end up like using the majority of what we had. So maybe. So heaters, deep drills. Let's see. Excellent sleeping box. Just send over a masterwork. Do I have anything else? That's something else I wasn't checking. I don't want to send the side tables masterworks. Although a fucking legendary end table. We could have a legendary and a masterwork in the prison. I don't think I have side tables in there actively, but it's gonna basically be like akin to a piece of art. So why the fuck not? Let's see what else we got. I uprooted the medical beds. I don't really want to send the wall lamps this way. I do want the slate blocks, but I was using that for construction as was. And I have like the excess of steel I'm still trying to send out. So yeah, I guess it's going to be more steel. That's only 1,000 steel. Okay, well, look, 1,000 steel is going to still take it down from 21,000 to 20,000. Like I said, if we get to a point where I can't pack whatever amount of steel it is into the pods, so be it. Okay, not the most practical fucking caravan, but we have another caravan that's going out. And it's going to take a while. It's not going to be like able to join up with these two. I'm hoping they join up together. Like I could make them join there, but I don't want to do that. All right, you guys keep doing what you're doing. We're still lifting up beds, which means I need replacement beds by the following night because my people still got to sleep somewhere. I'll probably end up taking the lights out of their room. I don't know why, but I feel like I need to, like, you know, remove them. I guess I could always just pod one of those miscellaneously, like a fuck ton of lights to... Can you imagine if I sent it to like one of the primitive colonies and just like, hey, I see you don't have light or access to light here. Have like 30 fucking, I don't even know how many light bulbs got in here. Probably, in this section, probably 70 easily lights. And be like, so now you've got more lights than you'll ever need in an entire colony, you know? But also the new location, I have to double check this, but originally I made the new location Minwick have enough bedrooms to suffice for everyone. Now I'm gonna have to double check that because I think I was only counting for like, I don't think it was 250. I know it was a high number, but I got to do a calculation on how many bedrooms I actually have for them, because if I get over 300 people, which I don't super want to do, but it would be interesting, I do need to make sure that they can sleep in places. And I did add another couple of extra bedrooms for couples, but I don't have like additional space. Like I have the bare minimum quantity of number of rooms for couples. All right, so they can still sleep in here. This will have air conditioning and stuff. It's kind of roughly the same amount of beds. I've moved some up here as well, so people will be able to access like the top of the map. Let's go have a look at all the transport pods. First things first, if that's empty, so I have a piece of armor I don't want my people to keep putting on. Can you fucking put it in that one? Also, might as well send the silver. I don't want to send the books at the moment. I don't want to send the chairs. I think those were accounted for. The statues were not. That is a masterwork chair. I think the prison wouldn't be, you know, in a bad spot without it, but I'm kind of also trying to deck out my prison a little bit. I have nice stuff in it. I just don't have a lot of stuff. Did we account for that? Yeah, no, we did. We did. I have, oh, that's right. I have silver bookcases. Fuck yeah, I'll send those. What else we got? I don't want to send the side tables or the extra animal beds. I could do a pod up of that, but I kind of need to put that aside so that I don't accidentally send it to myself. I'll do some slate blocks to make more of a fence. Sad Wanderer, that's fine. I could do another one. I had Nutrimine stuff. I have a lot of components and advanced components and stuff. I don't really want them fixing shit here. I know that they will to a degree, but I don't want them doing that. I also still have a lot of leathers and wools and stuff here, so it's not like they don't have money. If they needed to do a trade of something, they absolutely could. But I was waiting for them mostly to make up the pods. Like, it's only counting about 20,000 steel at the moment. And if I have a pod available, I'm going to send it. I look at it like this. If I kickstart Minwick and we can actually start looking at making armor, which is what I want to do soon. It's not something we've been able to do, but if I can make armor soon, just full body armor, everybody gets their bionic upgrades for whatever parts they're missing, so on and so forth. Yeah, I could see Asora being like a legitimate issue for everything else. Just the colony in general is like, would be a problem. We would probably actually get proper, well, we already get like some pretty decent sized like mech raids, but I'm just saying like the mech raids would probably explode. Although if they're willing to send me people, if we send people raids, I will use that. I don't know if they're still packing the cloth for that. I don't care enough to wait. Like if it's got enough in it, it's got enough in it. I'll just make another one. It uses up some of the fucking steel anyway. It's kind of like, I think we worked out I have to do like a couple of rounds of transport pods to actually get the transport pods out of here. The other thing too is I will have to dump the fuel out of these pods towards the end to make sure I can, do I have that gold? Hold on. No, I don't. So I will have to empty the fuel out to take with us because I don't really want to waste that. That shit's hard to get. Mind you, I have got other things. I have the boomalopes now. I am dabbling in boomalopes, so we shouldn't have a problem. If I still have like 1 or 2 infinite chem reactors, because every so often my people have a tantrum and they just go break it, because it's like one of the most valuable things in my colony. This is why I make a lot of things out of silver to kind of like redirect their rage kind of thing. But in the event that I could not have them destroy it, and we have a couple of infinite chem reactors and a bunch of boomalopes, and we have the bio converting things or whatever for wood, and we just go ham with that shit. Like, I'll be able to send transport pods just about everywhere. I'm also dumping some of this stuff inside the new rec room because I just don't have space and storage, realistically. And it's inside, so it's not going to like it's deteriorating or anything like that. But somebody's still got to go and move it later, you know? But if you notice, we're down to 16,000 steel. We're getting there. And I haven't even gotten down to the lower transport pods. There's also like a fuck ton of uranium. I think we sold a heap of plasteel just to try to make some space. I can, of course, send people directly over, like Farrell, for instance, who's a bit of an issue. I could send him directly via transport pod. That's always an option. But yeah, mostly at the moment, most of my transport pods are just made out of steel, filled with steel, and probably just an absolute death missile when they land. But I want to take some of the resources over, so I also need to call in for a couple of traders too, which I think we had traders really recently. I think some of them came to visit on their own though. See, this is where the conflict is. Like, this pod says it's got 21,000, but the other pods were counting like 16,000 steel, so it's a little confused, but it's okay. What else we got down here? Transport pods have ride. Cool. What else can I fucking throw in this thing? I've got all of that allocated. Chem fuel's not going. Components are going. I do want to load up some of the fur soon. I think we've got sufficient medicine for the amount of people still here. I could send a couple of pods of pure uranium. It's not like I can load up as much of that. But I was making chairs out of that. Like, I know I need uranium later in the game, but it makes for okay chairs. They do like their chairs. So I was making them out of plasteel because, like, that makes them, like, stupidly happy and stuff. But, like, yeah, I don't know. I kind of just was like, maybe uranium, solid chair. I also don't really want to send the limestone blocks or anything like that. Like, it is free blocks that I could, let them craft statues and shit with. I don't really want to keep those statues. I don't want the materials from them. But what I do want to do is make shit I can sell. So, you know, if it's sellable, absolutely. I don't mind sending something over for them to just, I don't know, dabble with. What do we got down here? I'm really surprised that none of these pods had anything in them. I also sent a lot of food over here to be made as well. So while the colony does suggest that it has a lot of food, here we go. Here's my silver billiards table. I wonder where the fuck those went. I didn't see them over here yet. But they will be there soon. We'll get those bastards installed. Hold on. Hawk's down somewhere. I saw the red thing ping off to the side of my vision, and then I saw the down colonist in my inventory, and I'm like, wait a second. What did you do? You're not gonna die. It's fine. Hey, I don't want to bother you. Truxo really needs some time to chill out. I'll just grab you to go rescue them, because there's a couple of people in here that have recently nearly tantrumed, and I don't want them to kind of like crack a shit over them. So what else we got? We've got transport pods. It's still not allocating. Like, I'm curious at what point it's gonna be too much, but doesn't matter. And I'll have to call in a what do you call it? I'll have to call in an ally soon to trade. I also really should here go through all my colonists to make sure that they have some kind of a weapon. I think if they have a weapon, they have a weapon. And if they don't have a weapon, I don't have spare weapons, because I sent that over. I was supposed to get everybody to pick up a weapon and then throw the spares, but I kind of did it in the wrong order, so it's fine. We're nearly there. I don't know how long it's going to take them to load this up, but between the Panthers, the Thrumbos, the Colonists loading these, which I don't know if the animals can load them, but I sometimes see them like walk over with shit, so maybe. Alright, that's as much as I can allocate up for the moment. Let's get that saved. I'm not redoing that. And I have more beds down here to lift up too, which I could do before I call for a trader. Although I could call for a trader and then lift up the beds. Hold on, John's mate. I know you're just wandering around, you're waiting for the caravan and shit, but can I get you? Which ones like each other? You like yellow. Okay, so let's go with Finbum first, and then I'll get you to call yellow here, and then in a day or so I'll try again, because I don't super need a trader at Minwick, and the traders are limited to both the colonies. Like, if I call for caravans, I'm only going to get one set of each. It doesn't, like, for both locations, I don't get like a double up, I don't get 8, you know. Oh, there's cats running around everywhere. Cats snacking on eggs. I'm not going to get a lot of chicken eggs, but this is kind of the point of the eggs, is that my birds will lay eggs and my cats will go eat them. So it keeps them hopefully out of the kitchen. Which the kitchen is kind of looking kind of cleanish. No problem. Where's the temperature over here? It is getting kind of warm. Okay. Which means I need to turn off the fireplaces probably in these rooms to stop refueling, because it is spring. It'll be summer soon. I also don't want you guys gathering in this area because it kind of makes it dirtier. Although this room in the center... Why is there a chess table? I will install the heaters in here too. Can I not disassemble that? Don't refuel it. Why is there a fucking chess table in here, guys? I guess I had aspirations of... Oh, I might have got distracted when I was putting it down and accidentally clicked it and then not got rid of it. But is there chairs? Oh, there's chairs. This might have been an old remnant of when I was going to put it in there. And then I decided that it was going to be a cooking kitchen situation. So this is fine. Calm down, guinea pig. I actually don't know if that guinea pig's trapped in here because I've seen and heard it in here a few times. I think it's just like chilling in here. Okay, well, they haven't fixed up the roof yet. Where did the billiards table go? There's the poker table. I want to find the couches I sent over first. Kind of like make a bit of a shape with that. Did I send them? Or did I say I was going to send them? I don't see. I'm looking for a couch. I don't see one. Also, that needs to be mined out. It needs to be removed. Okay, I don't think I have couches unless they put them over here. There's one. I thought I saw one. Okay, so it's blue fur. We could go with blue fur. So what I was thinking initially was to have it centered with like the TVs between it, which I still could kind of do. Hold on. That's actually a good idea. Hold on. That's not what I was going to do. That's just what I kind of realized I could do. If I put the TV like here, they can sit in a line just outside of it. Because what I was thinking I was going to do, hold on. What do we need? We need bulk goods and exotic goods. Shaman trader, 2 shaman traders, 2 bulk goods. Okay, shaman traders might be better with the lower end guys. We want you guys to probably I think we want 1 bulk goods trader. You guys would probably be better at that because you might take the crap. Get a bulk goods. And we'll call in for a shaman trader next up. Yep. And then I need to wait a day. And we need to call in a exotic goods trader and probably a bulk goods low end group. I don't think they'll buy like any of the furniture stuff, beds and crap. They might. So I'd rather have like, I'd rather get them be an exotic, sorry. We've got bulk goods trader, shaman trader. I want exotic goods trader and bulk goods trader. That's what I need them to be. Over at Dryden. So yeah, we'll get there. Yeah, so what I was doing with the TVs before I got disrupted there was, I think if I put it that way, which I may have had that idea to begin with, but I was considering doing it that way, which would actually be less efficient kind of thing. So let's get a couple of TVs in here. If I wanted to have the bigger TVs, I think it would make them happier, blah, blah, blah. But like, I'm going to put TVs in the dining room. So it's not like they're going to not have some kind of entertainment somewhere. This place, I kind of want them to have like at least some level of luxury. It only took us like a couple of locations before we could actually kind of like give my people that. So let's put them like that. I do also want to make a couple of what do you call it? I need to make them a couple of sleeping bags. I need to make them sleeping bags probably at Dryden, more so than here, realistically. Because the last couple of people that are going to come out, I might as well make that in one of these rooms, like here. So we'll get those lifted up, get that lifted up, and that lifted up, because this has still got an air conditioner on it. So what I'm thinking is, because I still have a lot of wool and crap, bed rolls, what do we got? What can we go with? I can have, hold on. If I send the blue fur over, I can make all the chairs at the new location, so I won't do that. Speaking of, do I have a new pod replacement? No, that one's loading. That one's loading. Which one did we send before? It was one of these. That one. Okay. Can I have all the blue fur? I have plans for it at the other location. So just send that. It's going to take a while to load that shit up. But bed rolls. Bed rolls, not blue fur. I have still quite a lot of cotton cloth or whatever, but I'm using that for medicine. I should have put fucking cloth in that pack. What is this? Rhinoceros leather. I don't have a lot of that, but I have got light leather. That's blue fur. Hold on. I might make them out of something else. Hold up, where's the other one I launched earlier? There's that one hasn't been built, that one hasn't been built. There was a second one I thought along here that I launched, that one. Okay, hold on. I loaded up the wrong thing. So muffalo wool is going to get loaded. Blue fur needs to go. I don't know what I'm getting blue fur from. I think that's... What's the build muffalo? That's full by its distinct blue tint. Okay. That and the cloth was loading previously. So those two, and I guess I don't want them to take forever and a day to load this thing. What else have I got? I guess I can make them out of like plain leather or some shit like that. Light leather. Light leather and rhinoceros leather. Okay, we can do it out of that. Load that up like that. There we go. Okie dokie. So I want rhino leather. I don't know how many it's going to make out of this, but I'll make a few. I'll make however many it can make before it runs out. And light leather. Light leather, we had a bit more of this stuff. This is more so a case of the people that have got to sit in the caravan that's got to be parked outside of the base for a prolonged period of time with the food to collect everybody to go in a group are going to want comfort. And this isn't going to be really enough, but there's going to be a couple of bedrolls being used. People are going to have less stress because of that. For fuck's sake, if I could buy some goddamn chocolate or some shit for them, like maybe they'd be even less pissy, but I don't know. If they can build these at least, good. I have people sleeping all over the place. This has been forbidden. I need that to be allowed. I think... What's it? Prioritize loading transport pod. Which one's the one that's got the silver armor in it? Because I'll get that one. Okay, chat, mate. When you're done doing that, can I get you to load up this pod? Because there's a set of armor here I don't want anybody to really use. And I'm hoping that that's bagsing it. Which, by the way, how's the food little thing going down here? Well, they either ate it or it disintegrated, one or the other. They're basically nearly out of rice. And I have some medicine down here, which shouldn't really be down here, but that's okay. This is my caravan arriving. I don't actually want to trade. I just want them to stop there. But they do have quite a lot of excess space. I could sell a couple of the animals or not. Doesn't really matter. I just need to see if they have anything that needs to sell. Hey, Captain. Let's have a good dream. No worries. Thank you. I hope you're having good coffee today, Captain. Let's see. Do they have any drugs or anything? They have the wooden beds. I could definitely probably sell them some of those. Like, I can make beds at the new location. I was kind of transporting them over. I don't really need to transport them over. We'll do this. Not the Masterworks. But these guys can go. I think this was the whole point of them going out with the gear, but they merged together and they've got a little bit of extra money. Like, I do need to get silver for the floors, and I did just use some. I don't think it's a kidney we need. I feel like it's another organ. But like, kidneys aren't a bad thing. We have all the steel in this caravan. They don't look like they've got any like drugs or anything, which is good. I could buy components. They're good for food. They're going to merge with the other caravan in a hot minute. And I could also do it for medicine. That's way too much. Oh, wow. Okay, it's like double the... It'd be like 22 would be like the most I could get out of that. I'll leave that be. I'll let them have the silver. Okay. So I'm trying to get these guys to come and merge with them. I don't actually need to trade. But I did have excess beds, and I really don't super need excess beds. I'm just going to give them to allies anyway. I was transporting some over to Minwick with the concept of, oh, if I had a couple of like really good beds, I would make them. because I've still got like a few rooms down here I've still got to do. They look like they put the gate on that. I was thinking about just moving these up. I'll have a look at some point with that. My only problem is if I move these ones up, they'll be really close, jammed up against that. But it'll only be up by like one, so there'll only be like a skinny passage here. That's my only concern with it, which at the moment there's a double passage and it's okay. I also look like I lost the roof in here, which I guess that's a thing. This can get mined, and that bit can get mined. I kind of want like the external nubs to go as well, if I can. What else we got going on? Well, Panther's out here snacking on an egg. I don't know how much like nutrition and shit they get from that, but it's fine. Now all of those have got builds for them to do. Chairs. Let's get back to chairs for a moment. It takes my colonists a long time to end up making what I need them to do with this stuff. Also, I guess there's the chest is in the way on the corner. So I think I was going to put that around the corner as well. So I'll have to see how that all kind of fits. It might fit. Might be in the way. I don't know. I think it should fit. I also need to get power in here too. That's something I haven't done yet. I'm pretty sure if they're playing chess, they should be able to access the thing as well. So I should have more chess tables in here somewhere. I still have fucking hops getting stored in here, which is not supposed to be. I don't know if they've rebuilt a shelf or what, but I don't want none of this shit in here. I keep kind of like saying don't put it on in here, and it kind of keeps getting in here. It is also a case of like my colonists will destroy a bench, and when they rebuild it, it kind of undoes it. So there is that. Alright. So I don't know if all of them have got it. I don't know if I have anywhere else for it. But I think for the moment, I could probably put like just a tiny spot zone like that. And just say that I want nothing on this for the moment. But when we do get a chance, if I have any of these to put them outside on that spot, because I've got some stuff inside and my animals will go and eat it. Like, they may not necessarily go and get it, right? But it's a lot easier than putting it up here and asking them to, like, walk around and put the food there and stuff. Burn up. Come in. I'm just gonna get a stretch. Yeah, how you doing? Yeah, I think they maybe be able to put it out here, as opposed to, like, walking it all the way around out the back. And what are you up to today? How's the colony? It's going pretty chill tonight, which is good, because I got a lot of building and shit to do, and moving and crap. So it's kind of nice. I also have like an attack quest to do at some point when my colonists arrive at it, but it's nighttime up here, so it's going to take them till at least the next day. I also need to see what kind of benches I've got in here too. We got tailoring, machining table. I could make